Labor has a real race on its hands in Eden-Monaro. The seat it holds by 1%, and normally you'd expect to keep in a by-election because it's been 100 years since a government took a seat off an opposition in a by-election. And we can see that again from the visit of the Prime Minister this morning. When it comes back by bicycle or whatever, however that tape's coming back, Kieran will show you that press conference, but there was no reception there, so we weren't able to show it to you live, but we've got that footage coming. It's 4 times now that Scott Morrison has been to the electorate to campaign. Both sides are saying that it's close, that Labor was ahead, but in the last week or so, the government has been edging closer to an upset victory, and the government is pulling out all stops in a race which would see its majority increase to 3 on the floor of the House of Representatives and potentially cause real problems for Anthony Albanese's leadership. You wouldn't think long-term he'd survive a loss here, but Labor's been hit by a triple whammy in the last fortnight, which might count in a race where 1 or 2% shift actually matters. There's been the Victorian branch stacking scandal, as we know, the raid on New South Wales MP Shaoquett Mosselmane in relation to foreign interference allegations, and now the COVID outbreak in Victoria. The feeling is the vision of the outbreak in Victoria gives people a sense of crisis again, which benefits the PM in the seat. At least that's the suggestion from Labor, but it does seem to make some sense. Liberals campaigning pretty hard this week with this attack ad.
Last year, Labor wanted to tax you more, including big new taxes on retirees, housing and families. This year, Labor's candidate for Eden-Monaro, Christy McBain, voted for 8% annual rate increases in Bega. That's after Council's budget blew out, with a $9 million deficit while she was mayor. Higher rates, higher taxes. As we rebuild our economy, Labor just means more uncertainty,